Okay. Alright. Well, it's set up. And you're seeing it fine, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Well then, blank. ... The best way to start off with, you know, coming back from absolute nothing. Forget what happened exactly.
Well.
Oh yeah, you just found the body. Yep. And you got knocked the fuck out. Sayaka is dead. So scary. Oh.
Just give up. What? What?
Corn. Yes, keep going back to the fucking dead body. That's great.
Calm down.
Yeah.
So... Correct.
Wrong.
But of course he didn't kill anybody. Someone else did. Maybe it's the guy with the fucking blood on his shirt.
Listen up.
Wait, none of them have blood on their shirt, though.
Leon just did.
But...
Or at least it's probably like the design of it, but it's got red stains all over it.
That's been... If you're talking about Leon, that's just how he was designed. That's how his shirt was at the start, too.
What?
Oh. I still don't trust him. I don't trust any of you. I kill you all.
You decided to go Sayaka so you could graduate. Someone just run the rules. There's nothing wrong with that.
Honestly, this is how I see it with this game. Theoretically, you wouldn't have to worry about not getting caught if you kill everyone else.
Now, see, that's actually gonna be a future rule for that you'll see.
Well,
Damn.
I'm telling you, he killed her.
Wrong.
I'm sorry, when he was now a bona fide killer. If they wanted to, the one who did it could easily testify that little fact. What? Without thinking, they looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their faces. Everyone looked at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion.
Suspicion. Quit crying, you little shit.
What is this?
So someone killed someone?
Wow. How did you get to that conclusion? I wonder.
Yeah, Kiyotaka is a bit,
Stupid?
yeah. Not stupid, just... What's the word?
Just hold on.
Not
Dense?
dense.
No.
Maybe dense.
I don't know.
Stop talking.
That's enough. Before we do anything else, I'd like to confirm something with the stuffed animal here. If one of us really did kill her, that person could say graduate from the school, right?
huh?
Come
Huh?
on.
Don't play dumb. That's what you said, isn't it? If you kill someone, you get to leave.
Only if you don't get caught.
What?
Why are you laughing?
See, told you, it looks like it, but I can see the skull mark, so yeah, it's just the design.
Yeah.
Besides it be pink. Why's he got a giant safety pin in one of the fucking parts? What?
Because he's trying to be punk and he's failing.
Yes, safety pin is so punk. That's why they exist to, you know, keep you safe from stabbing yourself.
It's cause... naive. You're just so naive. You think it's really that easy? You can just kill someone and waltz on out of here?
Hey, come on
That's super
now.
naive. Devilishly naive. Hellishly naive. No, no, no. The real thing has just begun.
The real thing! Yes!
Now then.
Are you ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation.
You mean the part about not getting caught?
Just like I explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, even if you die, there's still one more part of the agreement that you have yet to uphold. Remember?
Then perhaps.
Unless they are discovered. You know, it's
In other
very
words-
obvious.
Go. It's not enough to just kill someone. You have to actually get away with it.
See, that's like my one thing that I don't like about certain anime and stuff, when they reiterate shit that you've already been told, like an eccentric amount. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it, you know, it's like, you're trying to explain and introduce new things, but at the same time, like, yeah, I understand. I read the fucking book.
And you're going to love a certain part in this later on.
Does it just continually do the same shit?
They show the same scene like 4 or 5, like flashbacks.
Yeah. Great.
Like one specific scene.
Great.
Yoo-hoo!
A class trial will begin.
So this is Phoenix, right?
Phoenix right, but it doesn't stop.
Yeah, I know.
Yep. It'll begin a few hours after the murder. Everyone will gather around, including the Blackened who committed the murder. And they and the spotless students will all engage in one big debate showdown.
During the trial,
Oh God,
you'll
it's
have
legit
to
Phoenix
present your
Wright.
Arguments about who you think the Blackened is.
Like, look at that setup. That's dead ass the same. I think that's just how Japanese law trials are, though.
Probably.
I think.
However, this is more of an exaggerated setup that just have Monokuma in the center.
Well, yeah.
And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote. If the
Democracy
answer
at its
you've
finest.
arrived at is correct,
So this is how democracy dies, with thunderous applause and getting stabbed in the bathroom.
only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life. However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment. Which, of course, means your school life will come to an end.
So essentially, get it right or fucking game over.
Yeah.
As far
That's
as
fine.
class trial rules go, that's all there is to it.
I mean, I guess that makes sense with a linear story setup.
Well,
Yeah. So, what exactly is this punishment you keep talking about?
I feel like if Monokuma jumped in and that dude was making that face, he would just like chomp off a fucking tip of his finger. Like,
Probably.
purely, and I'm like, damn, that would suck ass.
Oh, well, to put it simply, what? It's execution!
Well, no shit.
Execution?
And there goes his hair boner again.
Split. Oh, you mean
No,
thing
the
on side of
side
his head?
one. Yeah.
Okay.
What?
What?
Execution.
What the fuck does execution mean?
Oh, he's gonna say that. Just click the next part.
Yeah, no.
execution is execution. Execution!
Yeah, right? Like, you're reaching there, kids.
Electric chair! Bzz, bzz, poison gas! Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane!
I don't think a paper plane would get torn apart in a hurricane, except for the fact that it's raining. So to make sure, shut the
sure I
fuck up.
understand. Then only they die. But if we get it wrong, all the rest of us get executed.
Yeah, it's how the game works. It's Battle Royale, bitch.
Well done.
What a smart little chimpanzee you are. Look at you, implying you didn't do it without actually saying it. So it's basically what the outside world calls a lay judge system, or an Inquisition type thing.
I actually don't get that. What's a lay judge mean?
Let's look it up really quick.
Google! I want to get some Kool-Aid anyways. Give me a sec. Kool-Aid! It's my cup! Make me what to do with my cup! There we go. Figured out.
So a lay judge is a person assisting a judge in a trial. Lay judges are used in some civil law jurisdictions. Lay judges
It's essentially just like a regular trial.
Yeah. Also, for some reason, I can't hear the volume anymore.
Let me see about that. Hang on, let me restart the.
There it is.
Okay. I'm gonna make sure that I can see about that. Okay, so I can. Hang on, let me restart the.
There it is.
Okay. I'm gonna make sure that I can see about that. Okay, so I can. Hang on, let me restart the.
There it is.
Okay. I'm gonna make sure that I can. Sorry, I had to check to make sure the volume was still working on the stream side too, since I'm streaming it directly to you. It's because my headset's dying. It's not that it's dying, it's that there's a loose wire somewhere, and if I move my head too fast, it'll disconnect and then reconnect, and it fucks up all my audio settings.
Oh, jeez.
It sucks. I hate it. I need to get a new headset now.
Adjust carefully because our last on the line. Okay, let me just add the boy. Just describe your handbook. Make sure you keep it in mind.
Hey! The hell are you talking about?
Wow. You're just now understanding that he's insane?
Huh?
What the?
What's this?
Stop it!
What?
What? Are you saying you're not going to participate in a trial? Only punishment that awaits such blasphemy.
The hell are you talking
So
about?
it's either participate or die also. Okay, he really doesn't give you much.
Shut the hell up!
I
Don't be so selfish.
Stop it!
The evil standing before me will begin to see, but it is my style to stick out and resist till the very end. If you really want out of here, you have to go through me first.
The last time he blew up, so.
He said that he came charging at us, although it was more of a waddle. But then,
I like how they had to black out the upskirt though.
oh yeah.
Are you enjoying yourself now?
How much you want to bet there's a mod that actually like does that? Also, the fact
I mean,
that
they'd have to add in the art because this is the whole.
no, I know. The fact that it says, "Are you enjoying yourself now?" 90% of I would guess that anybody playing this would be like, "Yes." Harder.
Oh my god.
Hey, I can't help it, man.
You?
It's funny. Oh God, he asked it back. I knew it. I knew it. He likes it. I'm kidding.
Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed. You violated a school regulation. I invoke the mighty summon spell. Help to me, godly spear Gunyear.
Oh. Is she dead?
Yeah, she dead.
Oh. I liked her too.
This wasn't supposed to. Why me?
Suddenly, right at the end. Oh, it's like that. She never moved again.
No way!
This can't be real. No.
I feel it adds more emphasis, kind of speeding through it, because then it's like, because it's probably a group saying it, you know,
Probably, yeah.
it's shit like that.
I'm painfully with a great power and meaning of a promise. Really wanted to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know? But I guess you all need to be taught a lesson after all. What an amazing promise. But now you guys understand, right?
Well, so the free time thing, it
Now
definitely
you see
didn't,
just how serious
I hung out with her once. How many times did I need to hang out with her to get all that shit?
She only had like 2 or 3?
So it wouldn't, so I could probably just do it a second time.
Full of holes, exploded,
Yeah.
buried alive, disintegrated, etc.
I'd like any of those except for Buried Alive. Because at least, like, all those, you die quick.
So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you'd best obey those school regulations.
Yeah, she only has 3 free time events.
Right. So I just would have to go through a second playthrough then. Okay.
Only up until the end of the second free time events.
Right.
Because it's as long as you save, you get the progress and benefits.
Well, I mean, like, if I started another game, would I still have everything?
Oh no. You would just have to replay the chapter from the beginning.
Do that chapter shit then? Okay, that's fine then. I can
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, just do that in your free time or something.
Definitely could. But not while I still need the continuity, of course. But it's basically what I've been doing with Metro Redux. And I just beat Last Light, but it sucks because now I really want to read the books, but I just don't. I just don't do it. I got the first one, the Metro 2033, and I got to a point in it, but it's just like I'd gotten through to where you meet Hunter, which is like the very beginning of the game.
I would not be surprised if that comic book comments was pointing at Superman, who's died like how many times in DC continuity?
I don't know.
Like 3 times at least. It always comes back.
I fucking hate Superman, dude. I hate him. Like,
Yeah.
he's too overpowered. Like, the only time I understood him more was when he went evil, and even then I was just like, well, I could just... At least now I can fucking assault him and have a good reason for it.
Oh, like in Justice.
Injustice, yeah.
I
Change
knew.
my mind.
Say what?
Kill this entire time? Don't be silly. You can't kill time.
He's playing dumb purposefully.
Or you being metaphorical. Are you saying I wanted to waste? Come on. What do you take me for? I'm Monokuma.
Well now.
No, so
Anyway,
you wanted to kill one of
that
them.
matters right now.
You bastard.
I have something to give you to help in your search for the Blackens. This little file has all the information I've gathered about the death in question. I like to call it...
It's the Monokuma file!
I mean, naturally, you guys are experts at this kind of thing, so you can only do so much with the corpse.
Yeah, you can string him up, you know, make a puppet out of him. You can do a lot of things with a dead body, you just gotta put your mind to it.
I have no comment for that.
Necrophiles have a comment for that.
No, you'll... Never mind. So
You-
instead, I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstances and cause of death.
Right.
What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask?
Because you're always watching, because you're a creep.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
I see it all go down.
So then,
People wonder why I, like, every time I go into public places, I'm always looking at surveillance cameras.
Of course I do.
Actually, nobody wonders that because I'm very quiet about it. But the point is, every time I go in somewhere, I'm looking at where the cameras are. I don't do
me
anything.
too, honestly.
I don't do anything illegal. I just like to know where I'm being watched from. and it gives me a little bit more peace of mind, because especially if some shit does go down, you can kind of throw somebody in front of a camera and be like, hey, right here, look at this.
Yeah. I didn't. I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial, now could I?
Correct.
Well,
Now then, just put all your effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but to give it your best shot. Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, so meet up for the class trial in a little while.
Have I ever told you I really despise Audi belly buttons? I find them kind of gross.
Eh,
I'm glad that
I can kind of understand that.
I'm glad that I haven't any. I'm just saying that because he has one. It's like, bruh.
Yeah.
I think it's just because, like, I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't be as dirty if it was an Audi, I guess. So I gotta clean mine out sometimes.
And with that, Mono Cube disappeared once again. He left us stunned and confused. He left us at a total loss. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder right in front of us.
Keep it warm! Not for anything bad, it's just the fact maybe you can bring her back, except you won't, because brain death is probably coming right now.
And for who knows how long. Nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course. But there was more to it than that. There was also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. And that if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. We found ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look.
Did the thing again.
It was the worst situation imaginable. And yet, even in such a perversely terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint that it had gone to her.
Hey,
What?
Huh?
I mean, it
In
makes
other words-
sense.
Yeah.
what the heck? That's terrible.
Is it bad? I kind of sympathize more with the idea that
Just a second.
Kyoko and Celeste are saying.
Not really. Because it makes sense.
Yeah.
He's right. We need to begin our search right away.
Plus, I don't know if I don't
Of course.
care. It's not that I don't care when somebody dies. It's that there's no point in wallowing in it too long. Like, you can be sad about it, but for me that limit is like 5 minutes. But I mean, they're just afterwards. They're just a hunk of meat at that point and bone.
Everyone has their ways of coping.
It just makes sense to me, you know.
Also, I just realized the volume went out on my side again.
Yeah, I said the thing happened again. I'm just gonna leave it.
Okay. No way in hell I'll make someone kill me.
Yeah, because you already killed someone else, you bastard. Uh-oh.
Alright, damn it, let's do this.
I don't know.
Just do it. Everyone kept repeating that sentiment. They were using it like a mantra to give themselves strength. But they're right, we just have to do this.
I was trying to think of the Sith code when he was
No matter
saying
how much we
mantra.
don't want to, we have no choice.
When he was saying mantra and strength in the same sentence, I was
Exactly.
trying to think of the Sith code, and I was just like, oh. And I couldn't think of it.
Sounds about right.
Yep. Something I needed to find out. Had to know why she had to die. I mean, it makes sense. To be fair, I would think that it would be her out of the sheer choice of the fact that she really was kind of the most open, except for maybe like her or her. I just feel like it'd be the easiest, in a way, you know. Fuck it. Yeah, no shit.
Huh?
Oh,
What?
Yeah, he was in denial up until now.
I know, but I'm just... I was waiting for that moment.
What's your problem?
I just thought it was funny as hell.
Hey,
Yeah, Hero's a giant idiot.
Of course. He's a hippie.
What ended his death? You'll see.
Possibly. Let's find out. I don't know. Secure the crime scene. Yeah.
Hey. What?
In case you're the killer.
Stop talking.
So then.
That does make sense, though.
Yeah.
but
You good with that? Totally not a man?
It's a woman.
Yeah, no, but I want to say it.
Huh? Don't fuck with me.
Hey, how you holding up, insane?
Let me out of here!
Okay, so he's holding up well.
what the heck?
Wasn't she a swim champion? Wasn't that her whole thing again?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, she's the ultimate swimmer. Swimming pro, whatever.
Right, I just forgot.
Oh,
Gambler.
What the crap?
What's what?
Oh.
eh? What the heck? So then,
I should probably read that thing. I forgot about that.
You'll get a chance to in a moment, probably.
No, I will.
Absolutely.
I just need to wait for them all to shut up.
Goodbye. Yo. Hey, damn it. You're fucking dead.
so, anyway,
How much true crime have you watched? That's how you investigate a murder.
this is very suspicious.
Oh, fuck off, bitch. To be fair, I would totally feel like killing her at that point.
So,
I'd have at least smacked her for saying that shit. Right. Oh, so you're squeamish too.
Oh yeah?
Great.
Yeah, if you're the thing, it says she faints up the sight of blood.
Yeah. Everyone's a suspect.
How is she still standing with Junko dead right there? She'd probably look away when the
Execution
Gris first showed up, is my
electric chair.
guess.
Zzz, zzz,
Yeah.
Poison gas.
Oh boy. Victim was sick. What was that? Maizano, time of death about 1:30 a.m. Body was discovered in my room, of course. All evidence suggests that death took place in the bathroom. Cause of death is a stab wound to the abdomen. There's also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. That, to me, what that sounds like is there was an altercation. She was resisting, and he grabbed the wrist, pulled it hard in order to get an actual, in order to hold her down, and ended up fracturing it minorly. Orb could have possibly pulled her into it, and essentially would have stabbed her at that point. Like, pulled her into the stab, you know. I've watched a lot of true crime, and for me, investigating shit like this is... At least it makes sense to me, you know. Heading back to the scene of the crime. Considering there's a lot of scratch marks. It's definitely... Yeah, no shit, it's evidence of a struggle.
Wait.
Alright, the rooms are perfectly soundproofed.
Well,
I mean, it makes sense. So essentially those truth bullets are like, you gather as many of them as you can,
They're pieces.
and they're just
They're
evidence.
pieces of evidence.
Okay,
Yeah.
makes
However, you
sense.
can't move on until you find all the ones.
Right. So essentially they forcibly give you everything that you need. So I don't have to
Whether it
worry
be
about
relevant.
running...
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't have to worry
Whether it
about
be relevant or not. Yeah.
running out of time gathering evidence, at least.
Yeah.
It's only when the trial starts
like-
that I have to worry about time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I just thought of something really important. How the hell did they get in the bathroom if Makoto was the only person who knew about the door being fucked up?
He did tell Sayaka how it worked.
Right, that makes sense. I forgot about that. Let's see, check the bed. Yep. Of course, evidence of... I'm just making sure to check everything. Ah, great, so... It just went through that again. Annoying. Display stand, the sword was on. Check the sword. Oh. Makes sense. And obviously, yeah, camera. Alright. Let's talk to What's-Her-Face since she's here.
What are you doing? Isn't it obvious? No, not really. I'm searching. Searching? Did you lose a contact or something?
I hate that. Did you lose a contact or something? Come on. Hold on, my stream output's being finicky. Apparently I'm dropping frames. Oh well, there's nothing really I can do about that. It's fine.
Listen. I see.
Oh, it's
Hey.
about the lint roller.
So... Indeed. I see. Well,
It's probably the killer. More than likely. Seems like something you would do, especially if the rooms are soundproofed. If you were in here late enough at night, you wouldn't really have a reason not to, you know? Let's see what else she had to say
Hey.
after that. Oh, nothing. Okay. Speak
By
to
the way-
Cornhead. Yeah.
You son of a... Shit. You're fucking dead. Yo,
That fucking duality, though.
What if the killer's a girl? Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Pretty much. Alright. So there's gotta be something else in around here that I'm missing. What was the button for...
Check the bathroom.
What was the button to, like, make sure I checked everything again?
Tab.
Tab. Right. I wanna see if the...
Did you check the key?
Yeah. It was one of the things. I don't know, maybe it's the sword sheath that I'm thinking of.
Oh yeah. That's one of them.
Yep. Some scratches on the sheath. Oh, so she used it to... as a shield thing. Interesting. Defense, motherfucker? Alright, let's see. What else is there? Cause I can't really... Wow. Alright, check this thing. Yep.
yo. What? 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 What?
Makes
By the
sense.
way,
Yeah, it makes sense. Just checking on that. Alright. Everything else. Ah, that ringing though. Alright, let's see if I can get in the bathroom now. Yep. Ah, it's green now! Holy shit! Green! Now it's pink. Aww. Alright. Let's investigate that. I wonder what that says. That's pretty
It clearly
incriminating.
says 11037.
Shut the fuck up. Knife. I'd assume the kitchen. Oh, it's got gold on it. Yep. Which makes sense. Oh. I was trying to investigate the blood splatter.
Get tab so we can investigate again.
Yeah, probably
There's only like 2 or 3 things in here.
makes sense. Oh, it was just those two.
Now you can exit.
Nope. Showerhead! Oh. That's useful. Yes. There's no reason to be in there anymore. The blood splatter literally does show that she was standing up when she hit the wall and then slid down, though. Bloody numbers.
Right.
Except I don't think it's numbers.
So,
Well, that would be the reason for the left index
Well.
finger with blood on it.
Makoto.
The dying message.
Mm-hmm.
Makoto. What?
Yep.
Correct.
Oh, the doorknob's
right.
broken. Oh. Got busted out of its frame. That would be some struggle.
So... Just a second.
Oh, that makes sense why it's talking about the toolkit. So somebody else busted open their toolkit and unscrewed the doorknob because it got stuck.
I see. Goodbye.
That makes sense to me. So more than likely, he got the door wasn't open. Did it again. The door wasn't open until, like, they went in, and then he shut it behind, the killer shut it behind them to prevent escape, and not realizing that they had gotten it, they had to use a screwdriver from their toolkit, which would mean that there was a guy to unscrew it and open it up. Considering the knife is still stuck in their stomach, I mean, you could have used a knife for it also, but yeah. Makes sense to you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Alright. Alright. First off, I want to go find out where the fucking knife came from. This is bugging me. Like, where else are you gonna get a fucking kitchen knife? Goddamn kitchen. Let me in the back. Talk to you later, Aoi, however you say that. Yep.
Asahina.
Haha. Yep. I was right. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious. So. Ooh, look at that ham. Hey, look, money.
Yeah, money.
Is that a dog barking in the background?
Yeah, it's my sister's dog.
Right. Money! Ah, yes,
Yeah.
nothing like spending your time investigating a murder and your crippling gambling addiction. What do you know?
Yeah, totally. That's right. Well...
Oh. Or you could see who took it, or who else was in there.
'Cause, I mean... Aw.
You'd think she would just be able to tell me that who was in the back. That's probably part of the evidence I found anyways. You know.
Yeah.
Trash. Damn to go trash picking. Why did the trash bin just walk backwards?
For the fun of it.
Yeah. Of course it's locked, just a thing on it. Alright, can I open the grate?
Monokuma, appear! No, you can't go any further! No, you can't go any further!
Oh.
No, you can't go any further! No, you can't go any further!
That makes sense. Yes. That just tells me that they're robots. Who is the
That
programmer
one probably
again?
on a... Do what now?
Who is the programmer again?
Chihiro Fujisaki, the one in like the
Oh yeah, one of the
very
other
timid girl.
girls. Yeah, that one.
yeah, that.
Sup, fat boy?
Here we go.
Very straight. So, in other words,
Well, it prevents people from getting rid of evidence if they don't have
so
access.
that's it.
Yep.
Hey, listen! Hey, you bastard!
Oh,
You. Is it like.
there's no way to think about this in a common sense kind of way.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Completely unforgivable!
Ouch.
Give me a break.
Because he's deluded. That's how he's not embarrassed. It's a mental condition.
What?
You!
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna do that every time you walk in, just so you.
No, I figured. I just thought it was funny.
Da-da-da-da-da!
God. There we go.
Mr. Naegi! Without a doubt!
I would just ignore him at this point, honestly.
Yeah.
Broken glass. Oh, I know what those are. Those juggling
This
balls.
Perhaps.
Nope.
Oh. Oh well. So it's just a crystal ball. I was thinking it was one of those juggling ones because those are more fun, and some of the good ones are made out of glass too. Just depends. That has blood on it. Yeah, that's a cuff right there. Yep. So I'm assuming this thing itself is the incinerator. Yeah. So more than likely he was hurried to get the shirt in there and didn't realize that he closed it or left the cuff hanging out and it fell
Yes,
out.
indeed.
And nobody turned it off. So
Was it a... Huh?
I feel as if.
oh god. His voice changed.
Did it go like this?
Yes.
That's him trying to be cool,
Yeah.
obviously.
Most
Or
suspicious.
sound like he was at least smart. I don't know.
Yeah. Because I can't do the thing still. I don't really care either way. I'm ready to play through the whole game.
Yeah.
Completely
I got all the
That's
free
it.
time
I'm
events,
sure of it.
but I didn't feel like getting all the achievements.
Oh, eventually I'll do that. Eventually. Anything
Have
else?
fun getting 999 coins.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
I mean, it's not that hard to do, honestly.
All you do is click. See? Boop.
There's an
Alright.
easier way to get. There's an easier way to get coins. Trust me.
No, I
But you also
figured.
have to get all of the items too.
Well, yeah, but that's
Yeah.
not gonna be too horribly difficult. Confess!
Like,
I don't know. What?
The
Nameplate?
nameplates on the rooms. So you play your room.
Wait a minute, where's my room again? There it is. What?
Is it Saika's room? Is that your room?
So if
But
you
who
try and switch rooms, they'll change them on you. Monokuma, you fuck!
Very
That would be
strange.
seem like... That would seem like something he would do, though. Oh, shut the fuck up. Technically not.
Yeah, but Miyaki is an asshole, so...
Yeah, no. What is it with people named Byakuya being assholes?
I know!
It's like
Him,
a
Miyaki
thing.
Akuchiki.
They're just
Why are they
cold.
rich assholes?
Yeah, it's stupid. Makes no sense. Oh well.
Unless Steve has something to do with the name meaning.
Maybe, I don't know.
Listen to me. You hear
Oh
me?
shit.
Got it.
Just say something, you dumbass. I know
It
what you're
apparently
thinking.
means white knights or arctic knights.
I mean, that kind of makes sense. See, I like how he's like, wait, you could be the killer, I'm not gonna tell you about the nameplates. And it's like, I'm pretty sure I already know. Or at least am aware. You know?
Yeah.
Alright, this is the entrance. Oh, hey, she's standing here.
I
What
don't
up?
think I ever knew that.
Well,
Yeah, I already looked into it, thanks.
as for me,
Okay, so she gets her to go into the trash room, but why is she at the entrance?
Figuring a way out.
Maybe.
I don't know. She gives me those vibes that she knows a lot more than she's putting on. But that's, I mean, she's a gambler, that's how you do it. That's literally what gambling is all about, know more than you're putting on so that you can trick the other person into betting it all and then clean them the fuck out. Alright.
huh?
Numbers. Except, it totally doesn't look like it would just be Leon.
I'm. S-
What do you mean? That's just 11037.
Are they really that retarded? Are they pulling a I'm a guy in a different I'm not who I say I am because I put on a fake mustache bullshit? It did it again. It did it again. You know what I'm saying? There's like in anime
Yeah, I heard
especially.
I heard the fake mustache thing. Or
Are they really
Superman
pulling
putting on
that
glasses
shit?
to be Clark Kent.
Are they really putting that shit on though? Are they that retarded? Smoke some weed, he'll make you feel better. Oh.
What the heck? What?
Yeah, that's what we call a charlatan, Yasuhiro. That's what they do. Oh, laundry room. Interesting. That is stupid. Paying $1 million for a fucking glass ball that you could literally make. That's
Yeah, he's an idiot.
God. I should slap him for saying that. That's just too stupid. He should be slapped. AV room. Forgot. I was about to run straight to the laundry room, but I forgot disc. Yes. Oh, there's nothing inside. Where the fuck is her DVD? Is it still on her? No, it's probably in the room. No. No. I don't want you to tell me. I'm pretty sure I know where it is anyways.
Unless you want me to.
There's not much. It's not like there's really too many places for it to be. And you know me, I'm a very logical, straightforward thinker, so it's not like it would take me too long to find a lot of this shit. Alright, let's investigate. Those washing machines. Yeah, they fucking do. So they're all just the same. What about this? Ugh. I'm scared to think of why there was a coin in the swimsuit, and the fact that it would have had to fall to the lowest point. Shut the hell up. I'm just making sure. Okay. Yep, nothing in here. Alright, cool. Ah! Had to check to make sure there was nothing there. So that's still my room, technically, so let's go into... Not my room. Technically speaking. Alright, let's see here. No useful stuff. Oh right, she threw the DVD in the fucking trash can. Right. Right. See, I told you I knew where I was going.
Okay.
I know what I'm doing. I just forgot exactly where. I just knew it had to be in Makoto's room because, you know, her stuff would have still been there, you know. You wouldn't have just packed up everything to switch rooms for one night. So, yeah. I swears I'm smart. I think. I don't know. Alright, let's watch this bullshit. Let's invade privacy. Woo! Alright.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Death.
They are dead is no big surprise.
Oh. And of course his face shows up.
This successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Is it me or am I getting a god complex from Monokuma?
Not necessarily wrong.
Yeah.
He is the principal of Hope's Peak Academy.
I just wonder what the deal is with, like, all this. Like, how the I'm getting pissed off by this shit. But how the flying fuck can the government support something like this unless someone at the top was really pulling all the strings? I don't know. Did they ever explain that? Or am I just, like, reaching?
You will see at the end of the game.
Okay. So they will explain
even
it.
before that.
So they will, okay, as long as they'll explain it, I'm good.
getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started,
So I found everything.
It's time for the
Good.
You did a lot faster than I thought you would.
class trial!
Bruh, I've played so many investigative games like this before, you can't be that surprised.
Yeah, fair enough. I just, even on replays, there's, when I replayed the chapter for money, I would forget like one or two things, like, hey, where am I going again? Oh yeah, I gotta go here.
When I'm really focused and intent, I'm really, really good at like maintaining where I'm supposed to be going and whatnot, and I take in every detail. You know me,
So
I'm
that's
very
what-
detail focused.
Also, this is what that giant red door is for.
Trials, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Why she got that pervert smile on, creeping me out.
Listen to me!
Oh, shut the
Yeah,
fuck
spoiler
up.
or not spoiler, Toko is a huge closet pervert. Not a really huge one, but
It's
she has a-
really not. It's really fucking obvious, though. That's the thing. People who like say, who are like, oh, they act so against it. It's like, you know that's what they're fucking thinking. They make it so obvious. It's painful. You can read people like a book.
Is everyone here? Okay then.
And
Please
Byakuya
board
becomes
the
your favorite
elevator
person.
in front of you, which will transport
Harder, Daddy.
you to the courtroom.
She's a
where
verbal
all your
masochist.
fates will be
Yeah, I
decided.
believe it.
I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
I would still beat the living shit out of somebody who is a masochist. I don't care how much they would like it, like per se.
Well then.
Yes.
I feel like
indeed.
talking to every one of them would be a waste of time in this sense.
Makoto.
You know.
In the second game, there is actually a point to talking to everyone as much as you can.
Well, I mean, like in this specific point right here, it'll just like kind of gauge their reaction and ideology. But considering this is
Yeah.
about to start, it makes no sense to me to bother.
Yeah. But there is more purpose, and like I said, in the next
Second
game,
game,
Oh.
the second game is to talking to people, as well as the third game.
Yeah. Doesn't it feel like a real courtroom? No, not really.
Shit.
Well now,
See, Mondo agrees with you.
It's not that it doesn't feel. It feels less like a courtroom, more like just like a setup. You know, it doesn't feel like a courtroom. It just feels more like. Okay, so it looks like it feels like a Japanese courtroom with that setup there. Yeah, but at the same
Yeah, the
time,
podiums.
it's the style. It's the architecture, and the style does not fit.
Yeah, those
Because-
wooden podiums from like Phoenix Wright.
Yeah. Well, it's more the fact that, like, the architecture is, like, Victorian Gothic, whereas a lot of actual architecture involved with courts, especially on the higher level, take after Greek. You know?
Yeah.
That's
I
what
can see
always.
that, yeah.
That's what I always am thinking of. So this really doesn't feel like anything, really. You know, realistically, Sakura could just kill everybody. Like, how the fuck are you gonna stop that machine of fucking murder right there?
No comment.
I'm not wrong, though. Alright. Finally, the gameplay.
Yep.
Okay, preparations. So I'm assuming this is just all the evidence that I'll have to be able to use. Okay. I think I already kind of understand what's going on now.
So I'll just go ahead and say this outright. Most of those, while not red herrings, will not be relevant to most of the things you talk about during the class trial.
Well, of course. At least we now have a reason for skills.
Yep.
Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Okay. Yeah, I wish I had more skills,
So what
but
do you got?
isn't that like the way it's
You'll get
supposed to
more
be?
Yeah. So the main way you get skills is through the
Talking people.
the free time events.
Yeah.
let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
And this
So,
section is fully
your
voice
votes
acted.
will determine the
Good.
results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they
Hold
will
on.
receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one,
There you go.
then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
This really does take after Battle Royale,
Killer
huh?
really is one of us, right?
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
That shit was
Before
funny,
we move
though.
on and start the trial, Can I ask a
Oh, yeah.
question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
What the fuck do you
I'd
mean?
feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
I feel like you could have done the same thing with just propping the bodies up. They're still there.
Friendship penetrates?
Okay, but what about that other empty seat?
Oh, that's the witness
There
stand.
were only 50.
Witness stand,
Oh,
calling
no
it now.
reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically
What
fit
witnesses?
up
You're
to
the only
16
ones in the
people.
school.
Okay.
Yeah, but I meant for
Then
questioning.
about
I
first
don't
up
know.
is the case
Never mind.
summary. Now.
You
let
all
the
have your own
class
witness stand
trial
already.
Yeah, no. It just would have made more sense to put somebody like on a hot seat, kind of, but I don't know. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
First non-stop debate? Yeah, sure, fuck it. I could just have you explain it, but I'd rather read it, honestly.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to just read it yourself.
Yeah. These discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause, up to you to unearth lies or contradictions buried within the statements. So, yeah, quite literally Phoenix Wright.
Yeah, but again, it doesn't stop.
Yeah. Found would be
You can
loaded,
slow it down, you can speed it up, but you can't stop it.
which makes sense. Then pressing escape won't stop it, it'll just, like, for reading the controls.
Actually, it will stop it, you just won't be able to read the dialogue.
Right.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
No,
You'll see
Didn't
what
even
to
have a
shoot.
chance to
Yeah, the
resist.
yellow bits.
that makes sense.
No, that's wrong.
That makes more sense then.
Yeah, the yellow bits are key
Just a
phrases to look
second,
out for, pretty
Chihiro.
much.
Right.
Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Well, obviously her and the
Between
killer.
Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
God, that would suck being caught with your pants down and getting killed.
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
So can I change the bullets during those non-stop debates, or
Yes, you can
Okay.
use... Oh, what's it? Is it the E key or the R key? I can't remember.
Okay.
Or you can use the scroll on your mouse.
so I have to figure out which one it is beforehand anyways?
Yeah, but it'll
Sorry.
loop around as many times as you need to during your time limits.
Okay,
Right.
so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
It's because it is. Obviously the knife. Kitchen knife set. Yeah.
So what was used to kill her?
See, it's not letting me change it now,
Some
so...
kind of sharp object
Yeah.
thrust into her stomach.
So I'm assuming it's kind of set
Without
up
a
like
doubt,
this.
That is the murder weapon.
Yeah,
So the
later
killer
on
used
there'll
some
be
random knife they had on him.
Not accurate.
No, that's wrong.
later on you'll have like 3 or 4, sometimes 5 or 6 bullets to
No.
go through.
I do think it was a knife,
But-
not just any knife.
So in this one, though, they
I'm
only
almost
have the one,
positive
and
it
they'll
was a
show
kitchen
them
knife.
as you go. So it's just like kind of like to so it's like to start easier. They only have
Yeah,
the one right
because-
now. Okay,
Yeah, this
Kitchen
is only the first trial.
makes sense.
After the murder, we
So essentially I don't
discovered
have to
that one of
worry
the
about
knives from
swapping
the
them.
kitchen was missing.
Good.
Nope.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Not accurate.
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we
Exactly.
can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
Of course, that's how trials work. You have to. It's not guilty until proven innocent. It's innocent until proven guilty. And you got to do it without a shadow of a doubt, because otherwise you're biased. Yeah, sure. Oh, holding down the space key does that. Okay.
Yeah. And control will fast forward, I'm pretty sure.
Right.
Control? Pretty sure it's control.
Either way. Point is, if you go into a trial without having a third party mindset, you're easily going to fuck everything up and send the wrong person away.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right?
Wrong.
He did it in secret, when nobody...
No, that's wrong.
You're just speculating. Speculation.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Right.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So essentially, becoming an accomplice is pointless.
So in other words,
Yeah.
two people can work together,
Now.
but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Then she would have ousted him in that immediate
Good
moment.
grief. Enough already. No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case. Oops. Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go
To
to
be
the
fair,
dining hall. And I didn't take the knife.
I feel like that makes sense. Like, he knows, so it makes
So
sense.
I'm not the killer.
Yeah.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
I'm kind of
Hina
glad
seemed
he
the obvious candidate.
blurted it out,
After all,
because I'm like,
she
that
just
shit
said
would
she
be
was in the
pissing me off
dining
too. When I'm like, I know the answer, but I see all these people fumbling around it. You know? That's why I can't watch Wheel of Fortune.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well,
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos.
You're about to have
I
a
wasn't
laugh.
really thinking. I just asked her to stay over.
Lesbian sex! Oh, what?
Which means we
No.
have airtight
Yeah, no, I
alibis.
just wanted to say that shit.
Stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
No.
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms. But it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room, so I don't think that's a problem.
Exactly.
Here's a problem. A boy and a girl spending the night together?
Oh, you asshole.
It's unwholesome.
Yeah.
I'm
And then
a girl.
You are?
Oh,
my
God.
gosh, I'm so sorry.
But if it wasn't either
Nice.
of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why
course.
didn't you say so in the first place?
Because it's stressful, you dumbass.
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Oh.
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later...
So it was suicide.
ended up
I'm
dead.
kidding. No.
I got it!
Of course it has to be Sayaka.
Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And
Yeah.
thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual.
She probably took it as a
When
self-defense
she
weapon.
came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
That actually makes sense.
The person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it?
I mean, that's pretty much what
In
happens.
that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
Wasn't there, dumbass.
See? He did do it after all.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction?
I feel like I would have leaned over and punched him for that shit.
You possess a most terrifying talent.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because
course.
you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the
Oh
killer.
yeah, switching the nameplates. That's what she's
Bewildering.
mentioning.
What the hell are you talking about?
No, she's mentioning the cleaning then, huh?
Something was missing from the
Yep.
scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Stop talking to the player. Hangman's Gambit. Nice.
can you spell things?
Yeah. Oh shit, it's the typing of the dead.
No.
Yeah, no. Makes sense. Hangman's Gambit. Huh, I wonder what it could be. Come on, now give me that H. Yeah. Whore! I knew it! Whore!
What
Ah, damn it. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Fuck you.
Now I understand.
It's really obvious, though.
It is. I think it's also the first
That's
one,
right.
so.
Yeah.
There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It
Exactly.
wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes
Wrong.
sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Exactly.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
Because I cleaned
The
it
killer
all
got
up.
rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Or the victim.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you
Exactly.
sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove
So the
why
guy with
Makoto
giant
couldn't have
eyebrows?
done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, Then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble
so it was
getting
getting
into the
into.
bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind.
Yep.
Do you remember, Makoto?
Yeah, no. Oh yeah, no, the door frame would be it, yeah.
No, probably the doorknob.
I mean, it's either one.
No, it's can only be one.
Yeah, I know, I'm just saying, it's like, realistically, in that case,
Evidence that
one
the
would,
killer
they
had
both would be
trouble getting
attached to
into
each
the
other,
bathroom.
right?
You're
Yeah,
talking
but
about the
one
doorknob,
specifically
right?
the frame, and one specifically the doorknob.
The doorknob
no.
for my bathroom.
And the doorknob
It
was the thing
completely
that
broken.
got broken to unlock the
See
door.
how the top
Yeah.
part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
You would think they would be allowed to, like, take pictures or, like, actual notes or something. Well, I guess they do have the notepad, so I guess that would make sense why all this stuff,
They ended up
so they'd be able to
removing the
actually,
entire doorknob.
like,
This
bring
is
them as
another most
evidence.
bewildering act for the room's
Yeah.
owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You
Wrong.
still don't see? Okay, let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Okay. That makes sense. So now they're starting to show the red herrings and stuff. Right. I mean,
The incident took place in Makoto's room.
yeah.
Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Yep.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Yep.
Then the killer ran after her,
Yep.
and they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
No.
And finally,
Ah, shit.
the culprit had
Remember, you
Sayaka
can slow down
cornered.
time with space.
Right.
Finish the job, they stabbed her with the kitchen knife.
Will it restart?
It was you,
It will.
wasn't it, Makoto?
Okay,
It'll go
good.
through
Admit
the
it.
dialogue and then
We already
it'll
know
restart.
the answer.
Right. That's good at least. Okay.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the
No, I know what I
bathroom.
gotta do then. Alright.
Then the
I was
killer
right with the
ran
second
after
with
her,
the second shot.
and they got into the bathroom.
Yep.
At
Don't have
that
to tell me.
point, the
I know
killer
it.
had to try
I'm
and
kidding.
bust down the
There you
door.
go. Yeah, the reload delay can be killer.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, you can't lock the men's door, dumbass.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was
But
locked.
it's Sayaka's room.
After
Can you
all,
prove it, is
the
it?
girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Is that a Gears of War shirt that he has on?
I have no idea.
It looks like it, because it's got the skull in the gear, and
My
it's
bathroom
irritating
door
me,
doesn't fit
because
in
I
the frame
feel like
quite
it's kind of is and kind of isn't, because
Monokuma
obvious,
over there can
you know,
testify to
copyright.
Yep,
Yeah.
true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door.
That's your fucking fault, you asshole.
That's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay.
Exactly.
But then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you
Well,
can't
I'm
lock
looking
any
at
of the
his
boys'
sprite
bathrooms.
sheet right now,
Mhm.
and it looks like just a generic skull in a circle. I don't see any gears around it.
Well, I'm saying, like, that's pretty much what the Gears of War logo is. Like, look it up, you'll see
Killer could
how I'm
easily
getting
make
that conclusion.
mistake, thanks to one important
I believe
detail
you.
about the scene of the crime.
One important detail, something they didn't know, they were convinced the door was locked. Oh, right. No. Shit. Shut the fuck up. The nameplate.
I got it.
Oh wait, no, they didn't know
The killer must
that it.
not have realized
Yeah.
that it was my room.
Okay, I got confused. I thought it meant did know, not didn't know. Right.
Are you saying the culprit
He thought that it was
didn't even know
Sayaka's
where he
room.
was?
That makes sense. Because I knew what I was getting at.
And yet,
Right.
he's absolutely right.
Say what?
The
Well,
nameplates.
to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was
Yeah.
that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
Then there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That
Yep.
is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Wow, no shit. Huh. Huh.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm
Right.
sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
Shut the fuck up, you potato.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, then, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
It's really not.
Our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
Ouch.
It's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Great question.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't
Possible.
think so. That seems way too convenient.
But,
Then-
yeah.
Maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative. If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
No lock is unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Ms. Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like
I
someone
would seriously
doesn't know his
slap
place.
this fucker by now.
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because I told her not to. Which one was it? No. Alright. Talking about the room key. What? I don't know, maybe.
I got it!
Yeah, I was right. Sweet.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
You there? Quentin,
Yeah, I am.
you
Knowing
tuned
what
out,
she's
man.
been through,
You tuned out
I
like
just-
horribly.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the
No,
hell
I'm
is
just letting
that
you play the
supposed to
game right now
mean?
pretty much because
Why
there's
would
not
she
really much
lie
I can
about something
add into
like
the
that?
point right now.
I know you don't
Yeah.
want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
No.
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil, and these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
So Sayaka wrote that,
And
obviously.
either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
Especially considering the
So,
note
Makoto,
said
did you
Sayaka
write this?
on it.
No, I didn't. But
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Wow.
but why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man
shit.
could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
No, I know what happened. The person who killed Sayaka did it in self-defense.
But getting
Don't tell me
sure
whether or not, but
anyone
I'm saying it
even
now. I'm
touched
calling
this
it now.
note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think
Of course
they
someone
are
got the
all
note
involved
because
in
she
what
got it
happened.
off the second sheet of paper by sketching it in, using the indentation.
What makes you say that? Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention.
It seems pretty obvious there, huh? So Sayaka would have had to have
Sayaka and
switched it
Makoto
before.
switched rooms, correct?
Yep.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
Yeah.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Wrong.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
Wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Wrong!
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Of course.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
And they wouldn't
their
have known
rooms
about the
are right next
bathrooms.
to each other. So switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Nope.
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
Probably Sayaka.
I got it!
Yeah.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
Just us two, 5 minutes. Yep. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong
She specifically
room.
tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would
Yep.
only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But
Yep.
why would she switch them in the first place?
She was setting a trap.
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
So she was actually lying about
Inviting
it.
someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
Because it's a perfect
To
trap. That's
understand
obvious.
that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her.
Wrong.
We figured it out. We know who did it.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Oh, I know exactly why. Yep. I would assume that it would be this one, specifically. No. Shut up. Alright, fine, then. It has to be the gold, then. I have to actually present the wrist, then.
I got it!
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All
Makes
you
sense.
have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there,
It would have
where
been
her
the
wrist
sheath,
is all
then.
swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
So, I'm gonna present what I think happened thus far right now. Hang on, I got a phone call. So on them fucking telemarketing scam calls, that's a robot.
I had
It's a robot. It was a robot.
no, it wasn't a robot.
No,
But
I
had
meant,
someone
no, I'm
call
saying
my-
the fucking phone. It was a telemarketing bot. One of those pre-recorded lines. Go ahead.
Well, I had someone call my workplace
Mhm.
like a day or two ago, and they said our register system had a virus on it. I just kept asking questions, and the guy hung up.
So you were fucking with them hard.
A little bit, yeah.
Well, obviously you know those registers didn't, because your register system is pretty much... It's really hard to do that shit. That'd be... You know he was just trying to get money, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Like the thing that made him hung up is that I asked him where he was calling from.
Nice. So he knew you already knew what was going on, of course.
Yeah.
Good job. That's the first time I've ever heard somebody be smart about that shit. Either way.
Oh, my dad does it. My dad does it all the time.
No, I know. I mostly give idle threats, though. Oh well. But here's what I'm going to present my case. All right. So Sayaka obviously went and got the knife from the kitchen. She got it during that moment. So but she had initially started this plot by telling Makoto to switch rooms with her, claiming that she was scared. Obviously, that was a lie. She got the murder weapon, which was the kitchen knife, and ended up bringing it back with her. She swapped the nameplates after everybody had already gone to sleep, and after everybody had already closed up in their rooms for the night, so that she could easily present Makoto's room as a trap. What happened was she was planning on delivering that note to somebody to end up killing them, because obviously it was 5 minutes. That would have been a short time frame. In that time, she ended up going and attempting to attack them with the kitchen knife, thus causing all the slashes and whatnot. But and she didn't expect the person to grab the sword, which was still sheathed, as a means of defending themselves. So what happened was they ended up fighting her back into... They ended up fighting back against her, where they slapped it down on her wrist with the sheath still on, which would have had enough force to break the wrist and left the glitter. But that also probably was the dominant hand where she was holding the knife. She dropped the knife, and they ended up grabbing it, taking the opportunity. So she ended up fleeing into the bathroom, closing it on them, knowing how to get it open. They used their own tools or the knife to open the doorway and get into the bathroom, where they proceeded to stab her and finish the job. Afterwards, they would have had to clean the scene of the crime while she wrote out her dying message. Am I right or am I right?
I'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I know.
Is that gold?
I'm just saying, I'm presenting
sure
it as I'm pretty sure I know what's
Gold
going
coating
on.
From the replica sword. You barely
know.
have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick
Yeah.
right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
Because they said that sword couldn't be... It's a replica. It's not like it's going to really do a lot of stuff.
Alright, then it's
Yeah.
about time to solve this mystery.
Fine, whatever. Yes. Good. Of course. Use the Q key. Or mouse wheel. Okay, sweet Jesus. Hang on. Alright. Now then, let's finish this shit. Good.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt.
Yep.
A sword-based sneak attack.
Kind of, yeah.
That's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
Yep.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
Yep.
And that's exactly what happened.
Kind of.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Boop. No, that's wrong.
Not entirely.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Of course.
Why not?
Because it was sheathed.
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Yep.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Yep.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
Isn't it obvious?
If they got attacked with the
Sayaka
kitchen
was
knife,
attacked.
maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse.
Bingo.
In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening.
Wrong.
So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
No.
How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Palms.
I got it!
Yep.
You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean. So I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
Yep.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Gold glitter.
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
That would make
You
sense.
say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Shut the fuck up. That makes no sense.
No, that's not it at all.
Water is off. Bingo!
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30.
I could
in
pretend
other
to be
words,
smart.
at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Ugh. Gross.
My.
You're no different. You smell like a big, fat, ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
That's terrible.
Insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword.
Yep.
But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
Sayaka.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But
course.
we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the
Yep.
one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Of course,
Now do
she
you
was setting up a
understand?
trap.
She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
I'm smart.
Took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation,
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
Yeah, pretty
That would
much.
also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room, where she was staying.
Yep.
And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out, while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
Who would believe him?
I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Of course.
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true!
It has to be true, Makoto.
Because-
Shut up.
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
No, there's another clue left.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No.
No, that's wrong! There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
I probably should have waited, but no.
Wait, what did you say?
The dying
I mean, up to
message.
you if you want to hear
She
all the
wrote
dialogue
something
or
on
not.
the wall behind her.
Yeah, I know.
Remember?
But it's pretty obvious.
11037.
Yeah.
Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Yep. Left index finger.
Her
Exactly.
left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean?
It's the angle.
1, 0,
If you were
3,
dying with your
7?
back against the wall, and your finger would only have to be down, you'd have to basically write it upside down, which would end up making it spell Leon, the
Hey, Chihiro,
killer.
You're a computer nerd or whatever, right?
I was
You should
right,
know all
you
about
know it.
numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes,
I never
I'm
said
a
you-
programmer, but
I
I
know.
don't see any kind of meaning in these
I just like to
numbers.
feel like I just like to feel smart.
It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Wow, it's almost
you're
like it's an
right.
N.
The connecting line is barely there. Looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
It's because it's a name.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Yep.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right on to who did it. So, whose name did she write?
There you are. Hey buddy, how you
Here's my
doing?
answer.
I knew it.
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180
Yep.
degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N.
Leon?
So he killed her out of self-defense though.
L-E-O-N, or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random
I find
squiggles that
something
happen to
funny
look
to
like my
tell you
name.
when this is all over.
Oh, yeah.
No,
I got
it's
you.
not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it
Bingo.
were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
Yep.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me.
It's really
I'm the
not.
killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto?
Yep.
The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. The burnt shirt piece.
I got it!
Yep. With blood
You
on it.
mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
No, we have accounts.
I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
No.
Shoot!
Killer wasn't able to get rid of something about it. I would say when. No.
Shoot!
Oh well. I don't see how any of those are relevant, but I guess it would make sense though.
If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And
That's why I chose
obviously,
where.
You wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either.
Well,
You
obviously
need the key to
it
get
was
in.
supposed at the
And
trash
the
room,
one
but
with the key
it
was
more
the
looking
person
for,
on
like,
cleaning duty.
the
So the
process
killer had to be
of how it
whoever
was
was in
done.
charge of taking
Yeah,
care of the
no.
trash, right?
Interesting.
See, I think I know exactly what happened. So he it's the reasoning why the crystal ball broke. He would have had to have thrown the shirt in with other trash, which the crystal ball accidentally got stuck into. Would have made sense how it got broke out there. Alright, let's listen
Key
to
to the
this.
trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
Yeah.
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
Yep.
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence. Which means the only possible suspect is whoever had the trash room key.
Not necessarily.
Okay, so the person who would have had the trash room key was... Huh? Me? No!
The key to
Oh
the
shit,
trash
I know
room-
what he did.
Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
Yeah.
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
Yep.
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to
Wrong!
No, that's wrong.
Haha! Yeah, I know what happened.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if
After
you
all,
can't
he is a
get
baseball
past the
star. Of
gate,
course he would have been able to
couldn't
throw the
possibly
crystal
turn
ball
on
and hit the button.
incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but...
But how would you use it?
Throw it.
Got it!
Yeet that
Killer
motherfucker.
simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone through a gap in the gate?
Yeah.
Remember what you said before, Hifumi? Hifumi had the key. So the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate.
Yep.
Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
Which makes sense how
All you
the
have
how
to do is
Sleeve
look
got
at
off
the
of it.
scenes to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room.
Otherwise, he would
Shards
have
of broken
properly
glass,
disposed of
the
it.
incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the
Yeah.
killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Yep.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The
Yep.
pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
Yeah.
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
A baseball star.
Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
You're stupid. You're about to die.
30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer.
Yes, you are.
Goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong. I'm telling you.
You still won't admit it? Okay then, Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time. We can end this.
Listen to me. What the hell do you mean end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered. And the truth has been revealed.
Bing,
now
bong,
here's what
boom.
happened.
Closing argument. Woo! Ah. Alright. So essentially we're actually putting it back, putting all the pieces together. Interesting. Okay. So let's see then. Oh, it's backwards. I forgot Japanese.
It's a manga.
Yep. Okay. So let's see. Yep. They would have been attacked. Yep. Swords there. Block. Thwap. Thwap. Okay. The knife. Possibly. Yeah. It's hard to tell with some of the panels, though. You know. The knife was used to get the door open. Yep. Ah, wait, no, not all of them are the same then, because... Got it open, yep. Stabbed her to death, yep. Lint roller, yep. Crystal ball. Huck that in. I think that takes care of everything. Or would it automatically change, wouldn't it? Does it automatically end? Oh wait, no, I missed that. Whoops. No, yeah. There we go.
Here's exactly what happened. I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. From what we can tell, Sayaka
so assuming I did that right.
Person there intending to kill them.
Good.
She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
Bing bong.
But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back.
Yep.
During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Ah, I fucked that up. Well done. So I guess it was that one then. I guess it makes sense then. Yeah.
Here's exactly what happened.
So some frames are literally the same,
During the struggle,
which makes sense.
Yeah, those are
that's
the
when
red
she
herring
lost
frames
her
you gotta look
grip
out
on
for.
the kitchen knife.
Sorry, what was that?
So yeah, you gotta watch out for those red herring frames.
Yeah, that's what I figured they would exist. That's why I was kind of like looking through stuff.
Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom.
Yep. Because I know the doorknob is obviously one of the red herring frames, but it was the same one as that, so it's like, yeah.
What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily. And there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I'd told her. But of course, the killer had no way of knowing.
That's where they got the
So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife,
and stabbed her.
and stabbed Sayaka.
Yep. Where she wrote out the name of her
What
assailant.
strength she had remaining.
She wrote
Sayaka left a dying message
11037.
to keep the
Shut
killer
up.
from noticing.
No.
She wrote it on the wall behind her.
I like how I was right about all of this, though.
With
For the most
Sayaka
part,
dead,
yeah.
the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood.
I can
Then
feel
they took the
smart.
lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area.
You
They
are
wanted
so
to
smart.
make sure they
No.
got rid
You
of
are
any
so smart.
trace they'd
Wrong.
ever
Yes,
been
Sam
there.
Marty.
I like to feel smart, though.
Afterwards,
At least
the
at
killer
some
headed
point.
to the trash room to
I
destroy
getcha.
their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hero's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room.
Yep, which is about baseball
The
size.
killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
There's still one more thing you have to do. Dog.
I like how they just fucking,
It would
like,
appear that Hero
how they
simply
both
forgot
flew
his
at each
crystal
other,
ball
though,
in
in
the
that
laundry
frame.
room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it.
She
Makoto,
found the note.
I believe you're
Oh,
in
wait, no.
possession of that evidence.
Of course I do. Yeah, sure, let's figure it out. Let's figure out what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah.
Ready for rhythm game?
No! But I will be.
Yeah, because you don't have a choice.
Yeah, no. Okay. Alright then.
When the killer broke the bathroom doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. So
Nope.
what did the killer use?
I refuse to acknowledge you! Stupid, 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 stupid!
Of course I have indisputable evidence that that's true. I didn't... My toolkit wasn't opened.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Shut up! Where's your proof?
Okay, I'm getting now.
You kidding me? Not a chance! You lie! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a
You
chance!
should be able to log on
It
to
wasn't
more
me.
than one at a time and then shoot them all at
Stupid.
once.
You lie!
I don't
Shut
know.
up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! You lie!
Either way, I did it.
Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
I win. So I don't even have to focus on anything. I thought I was gonna have to like focus on them, not just like tap, basically. Which makes sense, I guess.
Tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
You know what I meant, though. That's what I was worried about. It's like, how are you supposed to do a rhythm game and focus on each individual statement if it goes too fast, you know? But either way, at least it worked out.
In my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
His own.
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid! Huh?
And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
I win. Yeah, I didn't fuck up.
So,
amazing.
You have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Yeah.
I can do things. Did I tell you I wanted to try and think about taking forensics at some point?
I think I vaguely recall that.
Yeah. I feel like I would do fine with that. It's just a matter of the amount of schooling that I would need to be able to do that, you know?
Yeah.
Looks like you've reached your
But hey, you
verdict.
get 96
Then
points
are
from
we
that.
ready to cast our
Nice job.
votes?
Wonder what the max is.
You
The
all
max
have
number
a
you can
lever
hold or
in
the max
front of
number you can
you.
earn.
Use it
The
to
max
make your
points you can get.
selection.
I don't know.
Oh,
Also, is
just
A
to
like the highest
remind you
rank?
all,
Yes it is.
Sweet, so I aced everything.
make triple sure you vote for someone.
Sadly,
You
there's
wouldn't
no
want to be
achievement for
punished
getting
something
A's on all
so
the court
minor,
trials.
right?
Hey, at least I proved I did it. That's all that I care
Okay,
about.
Then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
I'm pretty sure it's obvious what it's gonna be. Oh god, it's the Monopoly Man! Yeah, I did it. Huzzah. I'm smart. I can think with 2 brain cells.
Yahoo!
Yep.
Huh?
He's so out of it right now.
Hey, hold on.
Yeah.
But
You son of a bitch!
To be fair,
I didn't have a choice.
yeah. It was kill or be killed.
So that's why.
Yeah.
None of you are any different. I was just unlucky. That's all.
Which makes sense.
Hey, come on!
Yeah. Yep.
why? I... No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
What a shame.
Ba-bum, ba-bum. Phew!
That's enough. Calm down.
Ba-bum, ba-bum. Yes, indeed.
Punishment?
Death.
You mean execution?
Yep.
Wait a second! Yeah, that's it.
Self-defense doesn't matter. Yeah.
Do you understand?
So, that's what...
I mean, it's pretty accurate.
Oh.
Unbelievable. Hey,
Thrills, chills, kills! I'm begging you, please, don't do this!
Hey, come on now.
Stop, please!
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
I feel like he's gonna get killed by a pitching machine.
No.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I know, I want to see. I'm actually really smiling, eager. I want to see how he dies. Yes! Beep! I guess that explains the duality of the face.
Yep.
That's some uncanny valley shit right there. Woo!
With the art.
Yeah. It's because it's like, it's 3D and it's not. And it's mainly the way they approach it, because certain details are a little bit more exaggerated. Of course it was a batting cage. Of course. Makes sense.
And what's this?
I was fucking right, wasn't I? Damn
Yeah.
Why am I good at that? Why can I predict things sensibly? I guess it's just because I like ironic things.
Yeah.
The irony is just too good to not.
The 1,000 blows.
Jesus Christ. Oh, he would have been dead by then already.
Depends how fast they're being hit at him.
Oh no, he would have definitely been killed by that. It definitely would have been internal bleeding.
And dead.
No, he would have internally bled to death at that point, practically, because of the amount of impacts that would have done, especially with how fast they were firing. Would have basically broken every bone possible in his body until he hemorrhaged from the inside out. Of course, there would have been some skin tearing, but yeah. Would have definitely broken every bone in his body, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Or most of them. Maybe not some of the more interior ones, but still. That's heinous.
Extreme!
At least every kill is unique, though.
I can't take it.
Yeah.
One of the draws to this game, honestly, is the executions.
Well?
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, that's the way Mortal Kombat did it.
Fair enough.
Damn you!
What the heck? Say what? Well... Hey,
Yep. It makes sense to me.
Shit.
Why try and put logic to something so illogical? You just end up hurting your own brain. That's like trying to measure three-dimensional... That's like trying to measure a fourth-dimensional entity by putting it in a three-dimensional space. It's not going to work. Because it's beyond your perception. And this is why I don't like quantum physics to an extent, at least. Or at least those mathematics that involve that sort of thing.
What does this mean?
Hey,
Thrills, chills, kills!
hey.
Oh no, it's a game show. I knew it! Oh! It's a fucking game show.
No, it's not.
No, I figured as much. I just wanted to say it. It does make me think of Death Watch TV. It's what everyone is waiting for. Yeah. Reminds me of Mad World. Does remind me of Mad World in that case. Oh well. Bruh.
Just a second.
Why do I feel like her secret ultimate is the fact she's the ultimate detective?
I mean, it would make sense. She was kind of a natural in the investigation.
Yeah.
Or maybe she just has a good eye for detail. Maybe her talent has something to do with that isn't detective-based.
Well, I mean, regardless, the talent would still... Something that could revolve to that.
Yeah.
It's true.
Weird.
However...
Well, yeah, you can infer it.
So...
That does make sense.
Certainly. Anyway... Right. Correct. Hey.
I mean, it makes sense. No one can ever move past death. They simply put it to another part of their mind. But no matter what, they'll still remember everything about that person up to that point.
What?
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yep.
After one to survive.
Yay.
Yeah.
Surviving.
Countdown.
Yep. Is it bad I entirely forgot Junko died?
No, because it was all about Sayaka.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. Despair
Yeah,
bat.
all that.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm probably done with it
So
for
you
now
guys do
anyways.
chapter 1. This is probably a good place to leave off.
Yeah, that's the plan. Can I leave? Yeah, I guess I gotta...
Hit escape.
No, that's what I was hitting.
Oh, what's this here?
Oh. That's creepy, but okay. Oh, well, it couldn't have told us. Dispose of all the corpses.
What are you gonna do?
Jesus. I mean, I figured as much. That does make sense. Got rid of all the bodies.
Try it now.
So,
Nope. It'll always just do that.
Hit left shift.
That's what I'm doing. Open help. Open transcript.
Open handbook. Open handbook
Alright.
menu. FQ1.
There we go. That's what it was. Right. I'm done. Oh, my
Yeah,
coin is silver now. Oh. So I'm assuming you just did a bunch of the trials over and over again to get money.
Oh yeah, that's the easiest way to get money.
Makes sense. Either way, I'm gonna save. Just leave it at that, because I forget anyways. To the main menu! Yeah, shut the hell up.
Alright.
Danganronpa. There you go.
So what's your opinion on the court system in this? The main meat and bones of the game.
I mean, it makes sense. I like it. I like the way that it, like, flows, especially considering that they don't allow you to kind of not deal with it. But you gotta really be thinking on your feet. Didn't they put it on hardest, though? Because I felt really fucking easy.
Oh, but this... I think
the first one's toned down.
Yeah, I think the first one is just automatically on the middle difficulty, so you can kind of get used to it.
I know they said they put the truth bullets on the hardest during that later portion with the 3 bullets and where you could actually swap them to give you a feeling for it. So I'm assuming easiest it always is at 1, and then medium it's always at 2. Right?
I know that for the first trial, some of the sections are dialed back, so you get a feel for it.
Right. What about the like clues and stuff? Did it change at all from any of the difficulties or your playthrough?
I think the only... Let me see. Let me look it up what the difference is.
Right. Because I know there was a lot of clues, obviously, but it was... there were some in between.
Large difficulty affects how many potential solutions to a large puzzle you'll be given. Action difficulty affects how many... action difficulty affects how difficult the non-logic portions of minigames are. The difficulties are less hectic and have fewer mechanics to worry about.
So essentially, I was given the widest web.
I guess, yeah.
That's what it sounds like to me.
I think it'll become more apparent as you...
It probably will, honestly. They probably had to scale it for sure. And I feel like that first one probably has no difference.
Yeah.
But either way, that was fun. Now I just gotta figure out another day to do this again.
Yeah, just let me know when you wanna, and I'll hop aboard.
Yep. Alright. That's it. Later.